Welcome to another Musings of a series writer. This is another deep dive, but is the third in the series in total. So, welcome. Our world is changing. Some may say that the vibrations and the consciousness of humanity are rising, thus opening more of the quantum reality of everything to us. Changes in the Schumann resonance are a visual sign of this. However, we can also add that with disclosure all around us, there are few who now believe we are the only species in the universe, and more eyes look to the sky than ever before. And so, I believe it is time to bring Aisha's logs and her life in the multiversal worlds to those who wish to enjoy going to the stars and meeting some of our neighbours. Science fiction, fantasy. I leave that to you to decide. I am only the pen who pens the words and knows the truth deep in my heart. If you are a Trekkie, or if other epic science fiction series, films or books live in your heart, then how often have you, like me, looked back at these old epics, only to see in our reality today so many things that Captain Kirk, Spock, or others in other epics like Star Wars and the rest now are in mainstream? We met beings from across the galaxies, going where no man had been before. If quantum jumping through other dimensions, time and space, changing avatars to enable interaction and powers to be on hand to fight the old empire, or simply to watch the worlds on which you have found yourself, if that is enjoyable to you, or travelling to Shambhala, the mystery schools, and Aisha being tested by the gods, working with the Federation of Galaxies and numerous beings from other worlds, then hop on board, not forgetting those who were enchanted by the works of J.J.R. Tolkien. You will find the wizard and the elven clans coming to the aid of humanoids and the light. The dragon riders and the others are all within these chronicles as they lead, teach, and fight alongside the cosmic Aisha. I make no secrets of the fact that all of these have had an influence on my way of writing. I am an intuitive writer, and the feeling, the excitement of those grapes stay with me in part of the dusty filing cabinets of my mind, along with my own very real understanding that we are not alone and never have been. Today, more are aware than back, for example, in the 1970s or 80s, that UFO, and now called UAPs, do exist and are manned. Are they from our future? From different galaxies or constellations in our own galaxy? I leave that to you, but I personally am aware, and this also brings a very real depth, I hope, to the multiversal log of Aisha, a modern kid who walks through a tear in the quantum field of time and space, and from there learns she is something very different. She just didn't know it. Okay, I add humour, and as long as you remember that holographic worlds, portals in time, teleportation and translocation are not new, and although she doesn't often need to ask for someone to beam her up, as she can do it herself, I hope even you will enjoy this series. Believe me, the world she is travelling to within the first series even make the Time Lord, Tabius, enjoy his cameo roles at times. As I said in the introduction, much of the background for different parts of my work comes from notes that I made over the years. Indeed, Jung might say that Aisha is my imaginal world, which is that space between the projected reality in which we function and the soul or yogi, that inner journey into the multidimensional existence as part of all that is. Someone said recently that quantum physics requires the student, the scientist, to participate in the creation of the result, because in the watching, the mind bends the possibilities into more than the probability. As we become more aware, we see and experience more, create more. So here I pose a question, similar to which came first, the chicken or the egg? Which came first? The imaginal creations of the fiction, science fiction, fantasy writers, which created the stories in which the heroes and heroines had knowledge and power from beyond our understanding, and created something which at the time was fantastic, fantasy, but is now reality? Or is it just an illusion which many minds together have created because they all wished the same thing, into being? Or were those ideas seeded into our brains, in our dreams? If so, by whom? A conundrum indeed, one might say, for storytelling has been with mankind from the very beginning, a way of passing knowledge, of teaching, of warning, of sharing memories, and so much more. Dragons, mythical creatures, ETs, ghosts, angels and demons have been with us always in these, as have the heroes, the warriors, the heroines, from the ones who saved the world by flying in with magical powers. Or are they magical, or just a reality we don't understand yet? To those who uncover the truth of the cube, or the matrix. So, what are your thoughts? Welcome to my world, the chronicles of dragondom and beyond. So, shall we begin? Oh, and by the way, all my work is done by or through me, a human, not AI. So, goodbye for now, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Let me know what you think. You can always leave a message. You can always put something below one of the things on Facebook, on YouTube. Yes, I'm on those. So, let's make this a journey to remember. Goodbye for now.